I mean, I get that. Who doesn't want to be the perfect student? Who doesn't want to have straight A's? Who doesn't want to be the person that everyone wants to be friends with? Who doesn't want to be the perfect student, right? But the solution is not studying for 24/7. The solution is not buying all the books and just learning different studying skills. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Learning different studying skills can be a solution, but studying 24/7 will lead to burnout. And in this video, I'm going to explain how you can be the perfect student without burning out. So a little bit backstory of who I am and how I came to becoming the perfect student from basically studying 24/7. I always wanted to become this perfect student. I always wanted to have the best grades. I always wanted to have a lot of friends, and I just wanted to be the person that goes to school and like doesn't get stressed because they always knew the material, they always knew the tests. So in high school, I had no problem because I really loved high school. I loved my professors. I loved my class. So everything was good. I'm from Hungary and I went to a Hungarian university. And I remember that the first year and a half, I was struggling. I was struggling with getting everything together. I couldn't get myself to study. I couldn't get the grade I wanted. I couldn't get anything that I wanted. And I was studying so much. I was studying 24/7. I was going to extracurricular classes. I was going so much. And then I realized that, okay, guys, this is clearly not working. So what else can I do? How can I improve myself? How can I improve my studying skills to become that perfect student that I really wanted to be? And for the past year and a half, I have managed to basically find a system that helped me the most to become the perfect student without burning out. And I have to be honest with you, I study less. Like, I studied way less, but in such a different way that, it helped me. It helped me from going to 60% to like 95. And instead of burning out, I had even more free time just because I did all these things that I'm going to share in this video. So the first thing I want you guys to do if you want to become the perfect student is to define what a perfect student is. So perfect student is not a student with a perfect grade. The perfect student is what you see in your own eyes. So for example, I know that for some people, the perfect student is the straight A kid. So they cannot go below 95%. But when you are struggling with like 50-60%, you can try to improve yourself to 80%. And maybe 80% for you is the perfect student. Perfect student does not mean you cannot make mistakes. Perfect student means your own goal, because it's important to know your strengths and weaknesses. So if I know I was struggling with biology in high school, so for me, perfect student meant, okay, I have to be on top from mathematics, from history, from languages, and maybe from grammar. But I did not want to be the perfect student in biology because I knew I was not going to use it. I knew I was not interested, and I knew that I just couldn't get it done. So the first thing is, I want you to have clear goals on what a perfect student means for you, and only to you. We don't care about what the teacher says or your best friend. Just define the perfect student for yourself and try to aim what subjects you want to be good at, what subjects you don't want to put the effort in, and focus on those subjects, and the rest just try to set clear goals. Okay, if I struggle with biology, I want to go for 60%. Why do I struggle to get the 100? I don't care. But for mathematics, which I'm good at, I want to have the 100%. Second thing is connected to the previous one, is basically to have a priority list. So if you don't know what is important, you will not be able to go on to the third step. So I want you to have a clear list of, okay, if you want to be the perfect student, you must prioritize school. You cannot prioritize sports or work or your hobby if you want to be the perfect student, because perfect student means you have to put a little bit of more effort, but not into studying, into organizing everything, into prioritizing it, into enjoying it. So if you have to go 1 hour earlier to sleep because next day you have an exam, then this means that school is a priority and you must get your sleep. So please try to make a priority list of all the things you want. Also, you can include on the priority list, for example, like, okay, from this subject, I really want to have a nice grade. From this subject, I don't want to have a nice grade. And you can list all those subjects into a priority list because, as I mentioned before, perfect student should not mean 100%. Perfect student should mean to your own self. The third thing is the key to everything, to be organized. Organize yourself better. How can you organize yourself? Basically, the first thing that I do is I have a clear calendar of like, when do I have an exam? When do I have a group assignment? On which week I have all my exams, on which week I have the break. So I know the upcoming schedule for the next few weeks. The second thing is that on my computer, I have folders, different folders for different subjects. I have exam materials where I put everything that's going to be included in the exam. On another folder, I have basically like general information. For example, we have like, if you go to university, you have a syllabus, which includes all the important things about your exams, about the group assignment. I have that specific thing in another folder, for example, general or assignments or anything else. And then in another folder, you can put like, for example, group work. So you know everything you've done together with your friends, with your group mates. So organize your computer as well. Then the third thing is that I have the email organized as well. I have the important things. For example, I have exam information. I have the course information saved in my email folder. And then all the rest incoming emails, I can just put in other folders to whichever category they're going to correspond. So organizing is a little bit more work because you need to create different things. But at the end of the day, it's going to be very helpful. When you have an exam, you just sit down, you open the exam folder, and you have all the material in one place. And it takes me, additional 5 minutes every day to download the material, to put them in an exam folder, and just basically rename it. That's the only thing you need to do to be organized. And always have your calendar with you so you can check every week, okay, upcoming week I have an exam, I have a group assignment. How is that assignment going? How is my exam preparation going? Have a plan. Every day I'm going to do this until this time to reach the point where I can say, okay, I'm prepared for my exam. The fourth one is, if you want to be the perfect student, you must enjoy it. Do not go to school because I have to. Do not go to school because my mom told me to. Go to school because you feel privileged that you can study. You are happy and you don't look at an assignment like, I have to do it. You look at an assignment and be like, I'm so lucky. I'm so excited to do this assignment. I'm going to learn so much from it. This is so useful for my future. This is how you go to school because you enjoy the process. You enjoy studying. You enjoy the assignment. You have to read 120 pages for your next class. I'm so excited. Maybe I'm going to find something I'm interested in. Maybe I'm going to find something interesting for my thesis. Maybe I'm going to find something, interesting for my future career. How do you know? Do not look at those as tasks. Look at those as a privilege that you can read those things. You can learn from those things. And when you have a class, don't be like, I have a class. Be like, oh my gosh, I'm so lucky to go to this class and learn so much about, economy, psychology, medicine, whatever your topic is, or even history if you are in high school. Be grateful that you have this opportunity and do not look at it as a struggle, but look at it as an opportunity and as a good thing. And the last one is, from time to time, try to evaluate yourself. So, for example, after every exam, I just sit down and be like, okay, what did I do wrong in this exam? What did I do well? Or maybe at this moment, I think that, okay, this subject is going to be my favorite because it's so interesting. But as we go, I might realize that, okay, you know what? I don't even like this subject. Then I can change it. Okay, then I don't really want a 90 from it. But maybe there is another subject that I thought is going to be so boring. And it turns out that's my favorite subject. Of course, from that I want to have a 90%. So evaluate yourself. It's fully okay to change your goals that you set today on the 1st of September and you want to change them in like the end of September or the beginning of October. It's fully okay. The thing is, evaluate yourself. What did I do good? What did I do wrong? Can I change it? Can I somehow learn from it? Yes. So at the end of the year, you can say that, okay, I really wanted a 90% from this. I got it. Or, yeah, I did not want this course to go this well, but it went well because, why not? So don't be scared to evaluate yourself. Evaluating yourself doesn't mean that you hate on yourself and be like, you cannot reach 90%, you are a sucker. No. Because if you take away from something, you have to add to something else to balance out. You cannot do 60% of everything, but you also cannot do 90% of everything unless you are like genius. So you get my point. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope it was useful, and I hope that you can now kind of organize yourself and you can think of your own goals, because that's what I do. And that's how I managed to go from studying 24/7 of like, okay, the perfect student does not mean that you have a straight A of everything, but it means that you can set your own goals for yourself and you can reach those goals. So I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you like this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.